Now the other thing what saved me probably, there was, the water had typhoid in it. We knew that. And by having that, you also got immediately, and it happened a lot of people died of diarrhea. That my friend, the one I mentioned, the magician again, he had some experience. He says, don't drink the water. So what do you do? Because he needs. So he said, pick up a pebble. So I picked up a pebble off the street, a little stone. I had that stone for 3 years and had it in my mouth all day long and activated my saliva glands. He taught me that. And that's why I never got that thirsty. And that helps. Why do you think you guys take chewing gum, right? What's the reason you take chewing gum to activate your saliva gland? They don't tell you that. They tell you it tastes good. But it's because you activate your saliva gland. It's probably healthy. I don't like chewing gum because it's personal. I don't know if it doesn't mean anything to me. But young people, you see it more than older people. But that pebble saved my life, I believe, because I didn't drink the water. When you drank the water, you got typhoid. And there was lots and lots of typhoid. Hygiene. I feel very strong about that. The men, they did castrations a lot. Middle size, regular size, big size. They castrated men, and they had the worst time. They couldn't live much longer. I knew quite a few who were picked. They picked certain individuals who looked like they were macho, whatever, and they castrated and they injected them. But the women was worse. In Auschwitz, it was prevalent. Big operation. But they did 2 women there. You can't even talk about what they did to them. Inject them with semen from animals, you name it. Anything you can think of that you wouldn't want to talk about, they did it to people. Good question. I happen to believe very strongly in hygiene, which I learned from my mother. I'm sure she was very clean. I mean, household-wise, scrubbing all the time and washing all the time. And when I got to Auschwitz, somebody said to me, that's the same friend, he says, don't drink the water. The water has typhoid in it. So what do? So he said, there was a pebble on the street, a little stone pebble. And I picked up that pebble and I wiped it and I put it in my mouth and I had that pebble all the way to the camps. And that created enough saliva that I didn't get dehydrated. But we never drank the water. There was enormous amount of typhoid. And the other thing which was very prevalent, and that's why a lot of people died too, because of the type of food we got and the water they drank. Diarrhea was a big killer.